Good afternoon, gentlemen. Active Aussie here, 1:20 p.m, Monday afternoon, Easter Monday. I'm just going for a bit of a walk about 2 kilometres from my apartment, just near the freeway overpass at Esher Street. I've never walked along here, but drove across here many times. Just wondering, do you guys prefer living in like large urban areas, or do you prefer the countryside? I've just started to get a bit sick of living in large cities. I've lived in large urban areas most of my life, so thought about moving somewhere that's not so chaotic. I've thought about this for quite a while. Looks like a bit of rain's coming in and the wind's starting to come up. I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk along here, just not far from the freeway here, looking that way, that direction to the south. That's how you go to the Gold Coast and Sydney, that away. I'll just go back up here. I was watching listening to a stream yesterday by MGTOW Outlaw and a few other guys, and they were talking about a few different things, and they were talking about immigration was one of the things they were discussing. And I think I've mentioned this before, that in places like the USA and now especially Canada and Australia, there is just too much immigration. And just in January this year, the population of Australia increased by 173,000 people. There are all these new arrivals, and I think for 1 year there was a net gain of 582,000. I think Canada had even more, about 783,000. So it's just really out of control. And you might have heard that term, replacement theory. I'm starting to think that it's not a theory at all, and this is all like by design. So it just really makes you think. If someone had like logic and common sense, they would not be letting over 500,000 people come into countries with about 27 million or 35 million people. It's just really crazy. Plus you've got all the illegal immigration in the USA. We're just lucky in Australia we don't have a border and that we're an island, but you've still got hundreds of thousands of people coming in here. It's just insane. So got all the roads clogging up, and it puts a strain on medical services, all sorts of things. So it's really crazy. Starting to get really windy. We might even get a storm a bit later, I just heard on the radio. So I'm going to head back home. I'll upload this video a bit later. Talk to you then.